Hello. This is Mr. Palm speaking from Central Nigeria. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure being with you again today. Let me continue from where I stopped yesterday, telling us that TBC is maturing and it is good we understand the basis on which TBC stands. We started at reviewing the send button questions yesterday, and we now said the value of TBC is attached to the value of people. And this is the first currency that gives credence to the value of a human being. And so you are you are more valuable than gold, you are more valuable than any stone. Like the admin will say, we are more valuable than any pile of rocks that people value and call them minerals. We also said yesterday that our coin is a private coin and price is determined and nobody small break due to internet connectivity, as stated, they are on the Kringle back office, or even if you are trying to send an item from your wallet, you will see the price there. Currently about $9.4 per Kringle. So please, no one is allowed to trade on a price other than the one that is stated. No discounting of our document. And we now said, well, if in case you have your TBC and allowed there is no refund on your money that you use in buying TBC. But remember yesterday I said, because of the quality of our coins, hardly with any jurisdiction at law it so be confident to own your stock. We're in a private community and we're allowed to transact whatever thing we want to transact in our private community. So today, admin says there is undeniable historical evidence that the current global financial system and its associated markets are all designed to be practically parasitical by its nature. It is completely rigged to make the rich richer and the poor poorer. That's what we are experiencing on individual basis, on corporate basis, even on national and continental basis. a continental basis. If you look at individuals, you go and work, give your energy, give everything to the elites, they take all the profits and they give you peanuts. You go to nations, a nation will give a loan of $1 and collect almost $3 back in terms of debt repayment, and that's why the poor countries are continually poor. Ultimately, feeding the elites greater wealth as they are the parasites positioned at the top of this elaborate scheme, propagating artificial scarcity while brainwashing the masses institutionally. References such as in the establishment, the powers that be, and the status quo are used to describe the current natural system. Participation in a community and its private money that embraces the training as a form of protest. It is far better than any form of protest is not done in ignorance. To be a part of our community is to knowing protest the to be a part of our community is to knowing protest the very system that threats global poverty and ultimate demise of mankind if it is left to reach its final destination. We are on a protest against artificial scarcity. TBC is on a protest against artificial scarcity. So please join the bandwagon, join the protesters, become a TBC holder, and then join in the protest against artificial scarcity, join in the protest against poverty. I said, if there's anything that I had, part of the things that I had with passion is poverty. Let us fight poverty, and TBC is a tool of fighting poverty. So the question 4 is it wise to challenge the powers that be by belonging to a private community that has chosen to go its own way towards the ideal of abundance? Of course, yes. The only hope humanity has comes from spreading truth and righteousness in spite of the evil nature of the world at large. Spreading truth and righteousness. Spreading truth and righteousness. Spreading truth and righteousness. I like that. So when you on TBC, your mind should be filled with truth, and my master Jesus said, we shall know the truth, and the truth shall set us free. Set us free from ignorance. My mentor said, there is no more ignorance, and this is the truth, setting us out of our poverty due to ignorance and then righteousness. Let's go to question 5. The mission of TBC is to end poverty globally. And we have been saying it, and we are following it, and gradually we are reaching there. The mission is to end poverty globally. Somebody asks, is it actually possible to end poverty? You will not know until you start. And with the way TBC is going, it is a great attempt to fight this monster called poverty. They've made it so easy to acquire abundance. And many people are feeling it is too good to be true. You get one, you buy $100 worth of crinkles, and you are given 9 million worth of crinkles. What kind of things that many people feel it is not true, but the mission of TBC is to end poverty globally. To succeed at this mission, the community must grow to 1 billion members, which is in turn raises the price of each TBC coin to 1 billion grains of gold. Each one coin, 1 billion grains of gold. Remember, as at current price, 1 grain of gold is more than $2.6. So 1 billion grains of gold will be 2.6 over $2.6 billion. That's the abundance we are talking about. The admin of TBC has created a distribution system that will in turn create about 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires for a sustainable and robust TBC economy at a cost of 122 now 122 US dollars by each participant during the distribution phase of TBC. You buy $100 worth of crinkles and pay $22, your back office monthly maintenance fee, and also your one-time life wallet maintenance fee. All of these wealthy TBC members will have more than enough resources to fully employ the remainder of humanity and thus end poverty globally and for all. Over time, this community will become more and more organized in its efforts to achieve its grand mission. That is the attempt, and it will come to pass because God is behind TBC. We are talking of people that will handle this in truth and in righteousness. Yesterday I said, how do we impact the remaining 6 billion or 7 billion people? You build mega industries, employ them. Build mega schools, employ lecturers, employ workers, admin staff, and then give sound education at a very minimal cost, free, to people that could not afford. Can eventually set up a school that will employ 1,000, admit 1,000 students or more. What about 6? I can employ 1,000. And if half of the people, 500 million, are employing 1,000, the entire world is, you give these people TBC, you educate them, and then they become people of substance tomorrow. That is that. So the question is it really possible to ever end poverty for all the earth? Yes. The answer is yes. While the plan may seem to be too simple, clearly the sheer scope of the members involved in this plan to end poverty globally makes it more possible. That is question 5, and we are going. Now question 6. Please try and understand. Everyone should take time and go through these questions. It gives us a deeper understanding of what TBC is all about. For people that are joining TBC newly, try and find out from people where can you locate the send button meeting. When you go to your Kringle cashback office, go to education on top, you look at your menu, go to education. Under education, you will see public, you will see private, and then you will see send button meeting. So that is that you look at it and go through it. Question 6. Mankind has always enthusiastically embraced the advances in technology. When the phone in your car was only available to the richest among us. Now, even some of the poorest people on earth carry a smartphone in their pockets. Advancement in all areas of technology have gone vertical in the development curves. With change is coming, every generation is committed now to make the dream possible, inescapable enslavement, and a misery never before seen. All is practically available for all at our fingertips today. If that is true, if you imagine what kind of bank of information is available just at the press of the button, Google, you see all libraries in the world, you see all manner of information, you see all manner of education bank. So please, um, that is where we are going. Our community seeks to empower even the smallest among us to rise up and fulfill their respective purpose embedded day, within each, the day they were born. Yes, every one of us is born with a purpose, and many people don't uh, fulfill this purpose because of poverty, because of lack, because of want. I TBC has come. Anything that you want to achieve, if it is money, that it is your, of course, money has been a major hindrance. People cannot educate themselves, people cannot buy, people cannot, that has been the issue of money. Every one of us is born with a purpose. My creator in Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5, sorry, I'm quoting the Bible, yes, that's where I have a lot of my inspiration. It says, before I formed thee, I knew thee. Before you came out of your mother's womb, I have sanctified you and ordained you to be a prophet over the nations. So we have an international call by our Creator, and how can we affect the globe to give us the wherewithal to fulfill our purpose here on earth? So our community seeks to empower even the smallest among us to rise up and fulfill their respective purposes embedded within each, the day we were born. We are recreating our collective environment to allow each of us to flourish in abundance. This There is a video here that you can go through once you go to that to see abundance to make us fulfill our purpose. So the question 6 is, can we do something about not starving to death as robots take over all of our jobs? Yes, TBC is the correct answer because it is better that a money system is driven by the people instead of the elites and the community embraces the truth. Of course, the advancement in technology will make people get out of jobs. But when you get out of job, you have your skill with you. If you don't have your skill, you develop your skill. And when you develop your skill, you are there to employ instead of somebody to lay you out of a job. That is what TBC has all come to do for all of us to fulfill destiny. Question 7 said currently TBC is centralized and admin has the power to turn on and off the send button of each of the members. At first, admin launched TBC as a decentralized coin network, and due to members discounting the TBC coins, the abundance-based currency idea practically died in the environment. The coin network was rebuilt and centralized as a result in order to continue to spread the concept of an abundance currency. Admin remains unknown for the same reasons the creator of Bitcoin remains unknown. Admin could have walked away from a decentralized system and and easily remain unknown. TBC is still very much under development at this time, and admin is needed to keep the system going for now. Once we are close to the end of the distribution phase, admin will redesign the entire coin network to once again operate in a decentralized fashion. It is in the best interest of all participants within the TBC community to respect the privacy of admin and to allow TBC community to grow quickly. That is it. The question is it vital to my success and your success as a member of the TBC community to personally know the identity of TBC admin? No. Why? You are not, it's not needed. It's there to grow the system at the background and for the benefit of all of us. So, is it vital to our success? False. Quickly, we go today, we'll finish our questions today. Um, Question 8. So each member of TBC community is responsible to stay updated and educated on TBC by going through the blog and studying its contents daily. The next question will require you to go through the blog and read a specific article in order to answer it correctly. Now, one time, TBC Randy said, TBC Randy, by the way, is one of the many voices of TBC. He said, TBC is not just money, it is a school. It is, and we call the blog the University of TBC because it gives us education, motivational talks, it gives us education on the development of TBC. So every one of us is expected to read the blog. In fact, many people, because they are not reading the blog, they are falling into the trap of scammers everywhere. And we are saying anything that is not from the blog is not good for anyone to participate in. There are exchanges everywhere now. In the blog, they have told us, except we see it on the blog, no exchanger has the backing of admin. And if it does not have the backing of admin, whatever you face, admin is not responsible. And of course, they have come, they will tell us they are genuine, and all that, and we discover they're all there to just scam people of their head and money. So please, let's go through the blog every time. Let's listen to the videos. Let's attend send button meetings, because in send button meetings, we are given tips, we are given, we are made aware. And of recent, the TBC admin has been attending the send button meeting. He has been giving some tips. So please, every Monday from wherever you are, you'll attend the send button meeting based on the timing in your zone. You get to your dashboard and you see, when you open your Kringle card back office, get to your dashboard, the next that you'll see is send button meetings. You attend the one that is relevant to you in your own local language or in the language that you best understand, and get aware of the developments in TBC. Mind you, admin has made it for you to be relevant is number one, you'll be paying your $22 monthly. That is your cost. But you know what? Admin gives you 1,000 cookies every week. So for the week, for the month that you pay, you get 4,000 cookies. That amounts to 40 kringles in Nigeria money. 10 kringles per meeting is 33,000 naira, and the 22,000 and $22 in Nigeria converted at the rate of 360 naira per dollar, it's about 10,000 naira or a little bit below, and you get 33 times 4, 120,000. That is big difference from admin. So I've been telling people, don't bother the $22 pay. It costs you, and if you're a broadcaster, huge, it's $90,000 for a meeting. Oh, that is large. So listen to the Sun Button meetings, which is currently being chaired by Mbe Derek from Cameroon, and try and join the broadcast team. Is it a good motivator for those of us in TBC to build a life of true abundance? Yes, yes, yes. Quickly, so the question is, isn't isn't it greed? Isn't greed a good motivator for those of us in TBC to build a life? It's not greed. It is our natural birthright. So it's not greed at all. So the answer is no. Let's quickly run up. Question 9. The entire concept and ultimate success of TBC with its mission to end poverty cannot be achieved on the backs of relatively small number of TBC leaders. It should be self-evident that a real challenge to powers that be must be done by a mass majority of the population. The only way humanity to unshackle itself from the debt-based enslavement system of today and to avoid the high-tech enslavement matrix of tomorrow is by each finding their own voice to carry out their personal freedom from it. We each must be responsible for our respective freedoms. Leaders lead, but they cannot free you. You and only you can set your course towards freedom. Support leaders within the TBC community with everything you got. Learn to become a leader yourself. Start by finding your voice. We encourage all members of the TBC community to publish and promote TBC. testimonies on the YouTube and upload them to the website. All members should learn how to do live YouTube broadcasts and participate as much as possible on a 247 live broadcast schedule. This 247 live broadcast schedule is a far better solution to answering the inquiries of TBC prospects and new members than a live chat feature sponsored and paid by the TBC admin. So the question is, isn't my voice too small to make a difference in the overall success of TBC? No, we need you to to find your voice to stand up for freedom. And lastly, question 10. TBC members are not allowed to be negative about TBC in the public, such as making negative Facebook posts or comment on the social media. This is also form of discounting the TBC currency. When a member is caught doing such things, other members will report it as abuse to admin, and your send button will be turned off for a period of time. We are creating wealth at hyper speeds for all of our members, and we will not allow abuse. If you don't like our policies and terms of conditions of our private currency, our rules, we call them, then please don't join us. So the question is, isn't it shouldn't matter if I choose to express a negative opinion in public forum. I have the right to do so. Correct? Incorrect. Your negativity expressed openly in public, such as Facebook, not only jeopardizes your purchase of TBC coins and their value, but it brings harm to the entire TBC community. And the best place to share your negative opinion is with a TBC leader privately, so that it has the opportunity of becoming resolved for you and for all. So please don't talk negatively. If you don't like it, don't join. But eventually, it will uh, affect you. So TBC, that is all about the question bank of TBC, and summarize the what TBC is all about. Join TBC, and tomorrow you will be out of poverty. Thank you very much. Till we meet again in my next broadcast. God bless you. Remain blessed and enjoy